Welcome back, Patriots. I tell you, one of the joys of living in a port city was I do get to speak to people from around the world. Of course, a lot of people from Central and South America, because we're close there, and a lot of them live there. But also, you've heard over the past few days, I get to speak to a lot of people from Europe. And today, this clip, it's Russia, China, and New Zealand. So there's not a week that goes by out there that I'm not speaking to people from everywhere, which is pretty cool. And I hope I'm a good ambassador for the United States, as it were. And wait till you get to find out who the Chinese couple work for. Oh boy, you're gonna have fun with this one. So if you like this, you know what you do. You like it and you share it, and of course subscribe and resubscribe because you know what they do. And if you can, please contribute. And if you can't do anything else, pray for me, because I sure need that out there. But I would like to have some patrons, so if you go to my website and hit that Patreon button, it'd really help, because then I could go ahead and start planning on expanding this thing and doing some different things with it. So I want to thank you for coming by, and God bless you all, and without further ado, let's get on the streets.
I have spare time, so...
What do you do? What business? What business do you do?
I'm a lawyer, and we have a conference here. I'm working for the global law firm.
A global firm?
American law firm, White & Case, established in the beginning of the last century.
I'm glad to hear we're doing business with Russia.
Yes!
Yes, I know, that's very good. And what capacity, what business is it?
It is law, legal services.
Legal services?
Yes.
Interesting.
Expensive legal services.
Expensive. She said expensive.
You're not here on his behalf, are you?
Yeah, of course.
That's our buddy. I love him.
Do you know we influenced elections, as you may have heard?
Of course.
He works for us. Works for us.
All over the news.
But some of
She didn't want to work.
But
he didn't want to work.
But
He's
they
a smart
didn't
guy.
catch us.
Yeah. Indeed.
I like this too.
So you know about Tommy Robinson too?
No, I don't know who is this.
Are you familiar with Tommy Robinson?
No.
Who is this guy?
No, he's a very good. He's a man in England who's been talking about the influx of immigration into his country, and they've been trying to shut him up because anybody that speaks the truth, they don't want speaking.
Yeah, we don't.
So Tommy Robinson's turned into a rather cause celeb. But that's nice. I'm glad to see. I really, they tried to go ahead and make Russia such an adversary. Mm-hmm. Yet I can't think of a better country for us to partner up with.
Yep.
Seriously, I think if Russia and America joined forces, because you guys have got tons of resources.
I think they are just doing PR, and secretly they are just partnering with each other, because that would be stupid not to have business between such two big countries.
I would think so.
So let's hope.
Well, you're in it. You're doing it.
Yeah.
So.
I like this one. This is like, can I take a picture of that?
Of course you can.
And you guys are young. This is great.
I know. They're from Russia.
So you guys aren't indoctrinated yet?
No, they're from Russia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
They helped Trump get elected.
That's our guy. It was like collusion, right?
Yeah, it was a collusion. We gotta thank these guys.
I'll buy you a drink. Bye.
Thank you. And when was the last time you were there in New Zealand?
2.5 weeks ago, I guess.
2.5 weeks ago. I hate to bring it up, but that shooting that happened there. What are your thoughts on that?
his manifesto before it became banned. And
Right.
that, and I mean, mainly he'd seen what had happened in Europe, in France in particularly. He saw, you know, all the monuments for World War One, the dead and that, and then he goes into, finds all these French towns, they're all having a immigrant quarter or whatever who are taking over, and their demographics are that they're having a lot more children, so they're going to turn Europe into...
There's been, I always wonder about things like this because, and then like you said, before they took off the manifesto, before they took off the videos, and now I understand they're even going so far as to, charge people who post or even look at this stuff.
Yeah, there was a teenage kid.
In Australia?
No, in New Zealand. He distributed the video apparently. He got arrested.
Yeah.
And he's been remanded in custody.
Yeah.
You know.
What are your thoughts on that? Do you think that's even proper?
Well, that's bizarre. I mean, okay, you can charge them, but they don't need to be locked up. While, you know.
You see, this is what makes me wonder, because every time something like that, I start wondering who really did this. Because anytime they publicize something a lot, and it's bizarre, it was bizarre to begin with that one man would gather all of this and he'd be off of everybody's radar. No one would know him, that he would get away with this. But then the films that they did show drew up a lot of questions. Like, for one, when he was shooting, the bullets were coming out. The cartridges were coming out, but they never landed on the ground. They disappeared in midair. And then there's when he walked into the church for the first time, there was a gun magazine on the ground. He walked past it, and then when he came back, he picks it up and puts it in and starts shooting again. Where did that magazine come from? Why was it on the ground before he even walked into the church? So you see, there's things like that happen. I know, I'm sort of like Columbo. I see these things and I go, wait a second. You know, and I start asking people, why? And then it's sort of like a media blackout on everything. We're not allowed to question it. Why not?
And we've just found out this morning, because we weren't sure what was happening with the gun laws.
Right.
And it was maybe but they've just made any centerfire rifle a prohibited weapon, no matter magazine size or anything.
That's what I'm saying. You guys already had very strict gun laws, from what I understand. Am I correct?
Yeah. Well, you're not allowed firearms for self-defense. That's expressly prohibited.
Yeah.
And that
and why are they, blaming you for what someone else did? That's something, you didn't commit the crimes.
They're not banning V8s for the road toll, are they? There's like 360 people a year die on the road, but they're not banning anything because of that.
Yeah. That's why I say I always question these things. I always look at them and go, because they're always lying to us. The government, the media is always lying to us. So I'm not so sure they're telling us the full truth on this. Because again, they're punishing you for something someone else did, and then they won't allow. It's sort of like here with our Las Vegas shooting. All those people got hurt, and then we're not allowed to question. We don't even know the motive. They stopped this entire investigation. They stopped it. And we don't even know why if this guy was the one that did it. Because I've talked to people that were there that said that he wasn't the one that did it. They were in the concert
and that the shots came from ground level in different directions. Well, why weren't these people, well, eyewitnesses that I've spoken to, ever taken seriously? Why didn't they, the police question them? If I can talk to them, why couldn't the police take them?
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't want to talk about this anymore because you're on vacation, and geez,
I try to follow what's happening with Tommy Robinson.
So you're familiar with Tommy? Very good, yes. I ran into another fellow in New Zealand out here, viewers say, who was a big follower of Tommy Robinson. Actually went to Australia when he was supposed to be there, So when did you become aware of Tommy Robinson?
I'm trying to think. I think I saw him mentioned on. It might have been. I think it was on Tucker Carlson.
Now here's someone else they're trying to silence. See, that's another thing with Tommy Robinson. Here's a man that's speaking truth to power, and they're trying to silence him.
Well, I think there is going to. He's going to get his day in court with the false imprisonment, unjustified imprisonment or whatever.
Yeah. Hopefully that goes well for him, but we can't ever trust the courts either. I mean, they already threw him in jail once for no reason at all, really.
Yeah, and they kind of banned people from the country, like Lauren Southern. I watched some of her.
They banned Tommy from coming over here to speak to our Congress. They wouldn't allow him in the country.
Yeah, they managed. Stephen Molyneux and Lauren Southern. They kept them out in New Zealand.
Right.
Well, they didn't keep them out in New Zealand, but they stopped them from being able to speak in
And why? Why? It's not what. Stephen Molyneux is he's just an intellectual. That's all he is. He's just a speaker. Why would they stop him?
Yeah. Because there's some thoughts you're not allowed to have, isn't it? That's the...
Excuse me, sir. Do you actually sell these posters?
Yes, I do.
You do? How much are these?
Everything's done on donation. Most people give me around $10,000 for them, but you're obviously a patriot, so I don't know, $10 is always a good price.
Okay.
Which one were you looking at?
I was looking at the gun-free zone, no gun-free zone one.
Okay. I'll get you that one. Where are you guys from?
Not a very good place.
Oh, God.
This kind of stuff. But I did vote for it. So.
Are you a student still, or?
No, we work now.
What do you do? What do you do for work?
I work at Microsoft.
You work for Microsoft?
Yeah.
Facebook.
And you work for Facebook?
Yeah.
Wow. And
we're in no shape or form be part of any of the corporate agenda. Just saying, I'm working on the security area, and she's working on machine learning.
Interesting. So, let me ask: are you politically? How do you stand?
Me?
Yeah.
I voted for Trump.
And yourself?
She can't vote. She's not. She's a legal immigrant.
Oh, but you work at Facebook now. Of course, there's a lot about Facebook banning conservatives and all that.
Yeah, I have no relation with that.
Yeah, she's on back end machine learning stuff.
Yeah.
We don't work on the front end.
I can't.
I'm not with that.
I wouldn't think you would be. Yeah, absolutely not at all. Well, God bless you. Well, go ahead.
I just bought an AR-556 Ruger.
Oh, right. Terrific!
Yeah, and I got my concealed carry, so we're gonna also get another Ruger pistol.
Oh, right.
See, because we believe exactly that. And here's the thing. When people talk about women's rights, there are biological differences if there's a guy fighting, like let's say that she's alone, right?
Right.
And if there's some guy comes up to her and if she does not have a gun, we believe that it's not in her favor in terms of like gender equality. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
Like they can overpower the weaker individual. It doesn't even have to be a woman, but usually it is. So the understanding is that guns actually make people equal.
Thank you.
Exactly.
The great equalizer.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And where are you from?
We're from China.
From China?
But we live in Seattle now.
Oh, wow.
Well, east side of Seattle, because the downtown is a giant cluster. So if you actually go on Facebook, there's a page called Seattle Looks Like Shit.
Yeah.
You'll actually see the homeless and drug problem, which they don't even recognize as a drug problem. They recognize as a housing problem. They need to build more affordable housing. No, it's not. It's a drug problem. You can carry 3 grams of heroin, which is 30 doses of heroin, on the street without getting arrested. And the dealers know that.
Unbelievable.
Liberal government.
Here's a get out of jail free card from Hillary Clinton.
Oh, okay.
This is good for any crime in the world.
In the United States.
Anywhere in the world.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all you have to do is identify yourself as Hillary Clinton, and you're fine. You guys, because well, this is a liberal cesspool here.
But it's a red state.
Yeah, but it's a different kind of, it's sort of like the adult Disneyland.
But I feel like New Orleans is much different than Seattle. Like you think this is a liberal place, but like people here are much more down to earth. They're a lot more relaxed. They're not. Yeah, but over there, like
they're drunk all the time. That's why.
It's mostly just about drugs right now. Like it's kind of sad.
Yes.
I don't know what they're gonna do. Like people finally are getting angry at the city council because there's tents everywhere. There's trash everywhere. They think about like, oh, let's be environmental. Let's be loving, right? And then talk about environmental. There's trash everywhere from these people. And what they did about it was they banned straws. They banned plastic straws and plastic bags.
I know. The things they come up with, the solutions they come up with, make no sense. And then, they contradict themselves. Well, let's bring in a lot of illegal immigrants, but that hurts the environment. I thought you guys were environmentalists.
The thing is, like, there's a reason why immigration is systematic and legal and people go for it. Like we came in the right route, right?
Right.
And I think that like because of all the background check we did, and
yes,
like, all the screening that we did, there's no chance of us being I guess a weight on the society, or like, well, we're not going to take welfare. Obviously, we're contributing there, right? And that's the point. That's the kind of immigrants we want.
Yes.
And I try to be the example of this kind of systematic.
And a good example you are.
Hopefully.
Oh, I ain't no hope about it. You're doing great. And yourself, are you planning to come over and become a citizen, or? Do you plan to move?
She's only been here for a couple of years.
Only been here for a couple of years?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
But she's married to me now.
Are you guys married?
Yeah.
Oh, terrific. Oh, God bless. That's wonderful. So you are a citizen now because you're...
No, that's actually no.
I don't even have a green card yet.
Yeah, so marrying a citizen will make her eligible for a green card. After holding a green card for 5 years, she can apply for citizenship.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
It's not easy. So actually, like, we think that immigration should be made a lot easier for legal people who come here legally and willing to make a contribution to society. But because of like, I guess various reasons in bureaucracy, and large government, like it's also made very hard. So it's like, I honestly don't think that a lot of people are really anti-immigration. They're just anti-illegal immigration.
Thank you. Yes. No, you said everything. You said it all perfectly. You can come in, you can contribute. Welcome. Yeah. I mean, we're a nation of immigrants.
This is actually a pretty good place. Like this is actually showing one of the very unique culture of this place, right? You're local from this city?
I've been here long enough to get this tip. Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah, I remember seeing you here last year. And,
yeah.
We come here every year. It's been 30 years. very
Oh,
wonderful place.
wonderful. I certainly hope to see you next year, too.
Loves Louisiana. It's great.
Yeah.
Your name?
Michael,
Michael.
Badass Uncle Sam.
Badass Uncle Sam. All right. William.
William, pleasure. Oh, it's a pleasure meeting you. God bless it to you.
All right. We're going to take a little stroll.
Enjoy.
Take care.
This is what I get out of you. You like this? Support me, will you? This is just unbelievable what I meet out here. Wonderful. So were you in on the Russian conspiracy too?
Oh yeah, we're a big part of it.
Thank you
We
very
are
much.
from Massachusetts.
Oh,
We implanted in there
thank
very
you.
secretly.
Thank you so much for going to help and putting him in. On behalf of the American people, we want to thank you for that collusion.
I like the kid.
Yeah.
What a great president.
Yes, so far so good. Yes, yes. May we conspire in the next election. Yes.
We'll be done. Done and done.
And one after.
Would you like that one? I hope I'm a good ambassador out there for foreign relations, as it were. Yeah, I got a kick out of this, the Chinese. How about that word for Facebook? And Microsoft. You guys a gun lover and Trump supporter. God, it gets good out there. Again, if you like it, you care, share, and if you can, contribute, and do pray for me. So, till the next time, I see you on the streets. God bless.